crushed, betrayed, extremely disappointed. It's not so much that I'm on the jury right now, it's just the way I went to the jury. I just felt it was so unnecessary. But that's the nature of the game. So my first question, I guess, would be to JT. You found it so hard to put Coach's name down on the paper. You didn't want to lie to him, but it seemed like it was effortless to put my name down on the paper. Did you not think that it would be hard to lie to me?
Taj, there was nothing effortless about putting your name down. The hardest vote I made in this game was voting you out. Taj, I've stuck my neck out for you this whole game as well as you for me. We've been like brother and sister. I mean, it was almost harder than my vote last night.
And Stephen, I saw things in you that I didn't even recognize on the last 2 or 3 days. Especially you, because you, from like day one, was in my back pocket. We were tight, at least I thought. Was it so important to blindside me to get me out because was I that much of a threat?
All right, I guess, the truth is, JT had been talking about taking you out next for a while. I had wanted to keep you around until 3, and part of that was because it would be a great statement for the Jalapao 3 to end up, facing this entire Timbira jury. But JT was concerned that you were a tougher physical competitor to beat. I got nervous that you wouldn't take me and sort of gave in on the point. So that's why I ended up agreeing to vote you out.
Taj, I'd like to add, he just made it sound like it was just my idea to take you out. That's not true. That's not true at all. And I'll tell him that any day of the week. He just made himself sound like, he was the one protecting you. That's not how it went down.
Well, to be fair then, let's air our laundry. There have been other times when JT wanted to take you out and I talked him out of it. The first was in Jalapao. Because you had given us possession of the idol, JT thought we could eliminate you and safely have the idol.
You told me I've got the idol. She won't have the idol if we vote her out now.
You said, no, that's not what happened. That is not what happened. I
said, what? It's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
that's fine.
There were times when I saved you and JT wanted to take you out.
That's fine.
Is this
Thank
the same
you.
guy I brought with me?
Yes.
What are you, oh, come on now. You've been slandering me all night, and this is the first time I ever took a shot at you.
But mine have been all
And mine have been true, that is true as well. Come on now. Our friendship means more to me than winning does.
Should have brought Aaron.
I never made that decision in my heart. You can believe me or you can, it's fine.
I just feel like a fool, man.
Oh, come on now. Oh, look, whatever. All right.
Lee. Thank you. I want to talk to you tonight about your favourite topic. Okay, so your favourite topic, in my opinion, is morality. When we first started playing together at Sanapu, I really enjoyed working with you. We got on like a house on fire. Yep. And I don't know whether that was real or not, but it certainly was genuine on my behalf. We got to go off into the bush, we did manly things, and that's not as weird in Brokeback Mountain as it seems. And I really did enjoy our time together. Yep. I seriously did. And while we were chatting, you would often tell me about your desire to play a moral game and to play with honour and integrity. Yeah. And I feel like you did snooker yourself. Because, Lee, time and time again, you would retreat to this place. This almost magical land where nobody voted for each other, and the people who came here to really play this game are forever shamed. That place is the moral high ground. And that is where you spent 55 days of the game, in my opinion. It was a place where you would hear this morality siren go off in your head like a tsunami warning, and you would retreat to higher ground. This pompous place of valour and honour and integrity, where Lieutenant Lee of the Morality Police would stand there and make judgment on other people for how they wanted to play the game. I just don't know, in the spirit of the way that you played the game, if I can award the money to a hypocrite who doesn't uphold their moral values.
Susie, I have one question for you, and if you can answer yes to this question, I will give you my $1 million vote. If you get the money, will you agree to have your vocal cords removed?
No, because I am a talker. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Bob, I adore you. You know that. The only qualm I have about voting for you, you are somewhat one-dimensional. I've already met Nice Bob and I've played with Nice Bob, and tonight I want to see Nasty Bob. Make me believe that you don't like Sugar.
I can stand up and say that Sugar did things that I didn't like. When I blindsided Randy with my fake idol, I didn't feel good about that, but I felt horrible the way Sugar stuck it in his face afterwards. But in the last couple of days...
Don't get nice. I don't relate well to nice people. Stay nasty.
I'm done.
I'll take that. Sugar, you are an unemployed, uneducated leech on society. And the only thing I would vote to give you is a handful of antidepressants so that no one else has to be subjected to your constant crying anymore. And maybe if you got some, then it would seem a little more sincere when you are crying about your dead father. You don't deserve the $1 million. Thank you, everyone.
All righty. Did you play Rob as a patsy to get to the $1 million? And if you get to the $1 million and after it's all over, are you going to have a relationship with him? And it can't be a gray area. It's got to be yes or no. Or is there going to be a phone call from Pittsburgh to Boston if you have the $1 million? I mean, are you playing him?
I started this game out flirting with Rob as strategy, for sure. But early on in the game, within the first 10 days, I started developing feelings, and I started getting caught up in the security in him and the emotional support and just the way he made me feel. And I will tell you that, yes, I have a genuine relationship with Rob, and I definitely hope to continue our relationship afterwards.
Thank you. I mean, thank you for a yes and a no answer. Thank you. Rob, you just need to know that I was crushed, obviously. Look at me. I've been off this thing for 12 days. You were like a kid's son. And I was crushed that you didn't address what we had. If you didn't want me around, it's fine. We merged and we were outnumbered. I got it. I got it. I got that we were outplayed. I got it. But I just can't imagine any game in the world where you can check your friendships at the door. It's just not in my chemistry and my makeup, and I thought it wasn't in yours.
You know?
So 15 minutes, you made an alliance, and you ruined friendships that took 2 years to build, and it just crushed me. So I do congratulate you guys sincerely for being here, however you got here. But I just want you to know that you used some friendships as stepping stones to get there. And it's been a devilish game, but I think you could have taken a parallel course where these people wouldn't have been left in carnage, and they would have been feeling a little bit better about their decisions tonight. And maybe that's some immaturity, I don't know, but there was another path right next to you, you didn't see it, that you could have thrown us just an ounce of respect, and this wouldn't be here. So good luck with it. Thanks.
All right. Wu, when I look at your game, I can't help but make this comparison between your strategic play and the behavior of a dog. I mean, Tony was like your master. When he said sit, you sat. When he said the word, you went and played fetch. The LJ vote, the Jeffra blindside, even in camp life, you were in his pocket 24/7. When it came down to you having an opportunity to take one of the biggest goats in Survivor history to the end, you did what a good dog would do and stayed loyal to your owner. And is there anything you can say to me to convince me that this analogy doesn't make sense?
For someone like you who's been a student in the game, someone who appreciates the game, can you respect me if I took a goat like Cass to the finals?
Yes. As a student of the game, I would expect you to take a goat to the finals.
But for me, I'm a different student, I guess. I wanted to take someone who deserved to go.
Okay, thanks. Tony, I don't need to ask you any questions. I need to talk to you all. Love him or hate him, Tony played his ass off out here. Wu tries to excuse his passive play on not having idols and Tony finding 3 idols. Why do you think Tony found 3 idols? It's because he looked more than everyone else combined. Tony was behind every great strategic decision. He blinded his alliance to what was going on around them in the game, like a puppet master. He took a slew of goats deep, put some on the jury,
he took one to the end. Tony played with a ferocity this game very rarely does see. And so when you put pen to parchment tonight, vote for the only guy sitting there that actually played this game and played it in a way that honors it. Congratulations, you two. 39 days out here isn't easy. Thanks.
Thanks, Ben.
I thought I'd at least get one sentence out before I started to cry, but I'm feeling abnormally emotional tonight, so. Twyla, I saw all your tactics, antics, and I mean, I tried to get you out of the game, what, like 5-6 times, so. My energy is directed towards Chris tonight, in the fact that I'm either voting for Chris or against Chris. So, just want to let you know.
That's fine.
Christopher, you approached me as a friend and asked for help with everything to lose. I helped you as a friend with nothing to gain for myself. And you were the one person who I gave the opportunity to hurt my feelings. Surprise, I'm here crying. So I have 2 questions for you. First off, there are several occasions where I described our relationship, brother-sister, and I don't understand why you had to doll it up that much, to look me so solidly in the eyes and base things on our friendship and on things that I felt were real. So that's my first question.
Julie, you were absolutely the hardest decision I made.
Okay, great, like fabulous, but why the story? It was so elaborate.
Because at the time, I had no intentions of writing your name down. At the time, my intentions were for me and you to stick together. You looked out for me, you know, and I felt like it was my turn to look out for you.
It was.
Well, I lied to you, Julie, and I mean, I can't take it back.
Okay, second question. When did you start playing me? And I want the truth because this is it. I'm not set on who I'm voting for. I'm pissed off at you. So
Julie,
tell me,
I
what
never...
was authentic about our relationship and you?
I didn't play you, Julie. I lied to you, and I let my heart get in the way. And at the end, I didn't even know if I was gonna write your name down. And I decided at the booth, I played the game. I did you wrong, Julie, and I'm sorry I lied to you. If you disregard anything to do with me, I understand. But I truly looked at you as a little sister, and...
That's enough. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julie.